So I did it all 2025, folks. You know, talking about the front of the pack so much in terms of the newspaper articles and the media. Myself, I'm guilty of it too. You know, we're sucked into the race leaders. Back of the pack, we've got some people showing some real fortitude. We've got a good nucleus of teams that are, you know, they're in Caltech or they're through Caltech, and you know, they're only 329 miles down to that river loop in total. So what's half of that? 160, 170 miles back from a race leader. You know, so they've covered a fair amount of ground here. You know, I did it all 2025. We got to commend them on their effort, their dog care, you know, their outdoorsmanship to be out there, you know, in Alaska, in the backcountry, and to be able to be nimble, to be agile, to adjust in their mental philosophy and their conditioning, and also, you know, their logistical preparation at the last minute to a different route. And a lot of them are rookies. You know what I mean? So we're seeing this guy Connor McMahon, we're seeing Quincy Mound, we're seeing you know, a diversity of people in the middle to the back of the pack. Obviously not a big field this year in Iditarod 2025 that are still out there showing some grit, showing some compassion, showing some you know, adventuresome spirit, which is always fun to see. And like I said, I'm not sure they're all going to finish. I think we might lose 5 more teams or so before Nome. But you know, especially in light of the trail reports we've got from this stretch from Caltech down to Eagle Island, down to Anvik, down to Shaglook, down to Grayling, and how we're hearing reports of open water. We're hearing reports of, you know, slushy trail that's been from a snow machine going through that's frozen over and just big chunks of ice and ruts, you know, which can be just straight up challenging and can potentially, you know, if it's not a good trail like that, result in a dog or a key dog, you know, slipping a little bit, getting not a horrific injury, but just a sprained wrist or shoulder. They can take them out of the competition and can, you know, lower the chances of someone to finish, which is too bad. But, you know, it's just the nature of the changing climate and the conditions in Alaska in this particular year in 2025, which the race officials have to apparently work with, like I said. But, you know, it's fun to see these guys. Do you think we're going to see these guys leaving Caltech, come back to Caltech? Do you think they're going to lose a lot more ground on our race leader, or do you think they're going to be back about the same time he's going through, you know, going through from Unalakleet to Shaktoolik over those Blueberry Hills? So it's going to be fun to see how these guys all handle this last portion of the race. A lot of race left, you know, and a lot of challenges remain, I think, for the entire field, and not just those race leaders, not just the guys competing for the first place. The back of the pack, they're pretty close, 150 miles back, and experiencing a true adventure and challenge as well.